In 1633, a seasoned master mariner named Edward Wood stood at the helm of a storm-tossed ship, guiding his family across the Atlantic toward an uncertain future. This is his story. Edward was born around 1598 in Norwich, Norfolk, England, a bustling city powered by wool. Protestant refugees from the continent had turned it into a textile powerhouse. But by the 1620s, the wool trade was struggling and religious persecution was growing.
My lords, the church has strayed from the true path. Scripture must be our guide, not corrupt traditions. You dare challenge the Holy Church's authority. Recant or face excommunication.
Edward married Ruth Mousel around 1620. Their early married years unfolded against growing economic strain in the wool trade. Like thousands of their East Anglian neighbors, the Woods carefully weighed the cost of staying. Bishops' courts, silenced preachers, and an uncertain future for their children under what they feared was growing tyranny all pulled at their hearts. The Woods made the calculated, faith-driven choice to leave. They became part of the Great Migration, the massive wave of Puritans sailing to New England in the 1630s. Edward, now a seasoned master mariner in his mid-30s, prepared to lead his family across the Atlantic. He sailed with the spring fleets of 1633, a fresh wave of ships carrying reinforcements to John Winthrop's growing Massachusetts Bay colony. He sailed in one of the vessels shadowing the William and Francis, the Elizabeth, or a lesser ketch in that year's flotilla. For 80 long days they endured wet decks, gnawing hunger, and constant prayer. Edward kept the crew steady, took noon sights with trembling hands, and trusted in the words of Job, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him." When the cry of land finally rose, it was not the green breast of legend, but a low, dun coast under a pewter sky. They anchored off Salem, then beat north to the new plantation of Rowley. Edward helped carve Rowley, Massachusetts from pine and salt marsh. He skippered coastal shallops, traded beaver pelts, and built a meeting house with his own hands. His table held cod chowder and rye and Indian bread. His children grew tall on sea air and Puritan discipline. Edward never forgot the sea. When the Reverend Rogers needed timber for a new meeting house, Edward skippered the Dove to the Penobscot and bartered ironware for white pine spars. When smallpox swept Salem in 1639, he ferried the infected to Baker's Island to spare the town. Every Sabbath he sat beneath the beams he had helped raise, listening to sermons that thundered against the tyranny he had fled. Edward died in 1642. Some say of a fever caught nursing a sick Indian boy, others of a fall from the Dove's rigging during a nor'easter. The inventory of his estate lists one astrolabe, brass, 3 quadrants, and a parcel of sea charts much worn. Rowley buried him on the hill above the common, within sound of the tide that had carried him. The stone is gone, but the blood runs on. Edward's compass had pointed west. 5 generations later, the needle still trembled toward freedom. His faith, courage, and determination live on in his descendants and in the nation they helped build. If you love stories of ordinary ancestors who did extraordinary things, check out the full narratives in Land Where My Fathers Died, Untold Stories of My Father's Patriot Ancestors, available now on Amazon. Which ancestor's journey speaks to you? Drop their name or story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Untold American History. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.